Welcome to Catex TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, October 30th, 2014. You can follow us on Twitter at Catex TV. The San Francisco Giants are the world champions of Major League Baseball. They won Game 7 last night against the Kansas City Royals, and the baseball season is finally over. The American economy grew at a 3.5% rate in the third quarter of this year, propelled by solid gains in business investment and the highest jump in military spending in 5 years. This followed a 4.6% rebound in the second quarter. So this is good news. The stock markets will probably do pretty well today. Speaking of military spending, a huge sonic boom startled residents in southeast England yesterday as two RAF fighter jets scrambled to intercept a Russian plane. It was a Russian jet, an Antonov 26, that was being operated by a Latvian carrier, and it was escorted to the Seven Oaks. It was escorted to Stansted Airport, south of London, because the plane had stopped communicating with the ground. Yesterday also, throughout Europe, Russian military aircraft conducted aerial maneuvers on a scale seldom seen since the end of the Cold War, prompting NATO jets to scramble, at least in 24 instances. France also said earlier today that they are not going to deliver either of the warships Russia has ordered because its conditions have not yet been met. Russia ordered 2 Mistral-class amphibious ships in 2010. The first was due to be delivered this year, but the French President Hollande said that it would not happen because of Russia's involvement in the civil war in the Ukraine. Interestingly enough, it was just last week that the Russian deputy prime minister said that he expected to be in France for the handover of the new ship. Meanwhile, also in France, unidentified drones big enough to carry explosives have flown over as many as 7 nuclear power plants in the country in the past 20 days. Electricité de France, the state-owned operator of France's 58 nuclear sites, said that they have filed a legal complaint against persons unknown following the flights over 7 specific facilities. It's forbidden to enter airspace within a 3-mile perimeter around a French nuclear plant or to fly over them at an altitude below 3,000 feet. An expert said we're not just talking about one type of drone identified, but several. Some of them, in fact, are 2 meters long, and they're sufficiently big enough to carry an explosive charge. French military, the Air Force in particular, is charged with protecting nuclear power plants. They said that they're not particularly worried about this because the plants are designed to withstand the force of a suicide landing by a civilian airliner. Greenpeace, the environmental group, has categorically denied any involvement in this. The Italian energy company Eni said this morning that it had made a significant oil discovery off the western coast of the Congolese Republic. They say they found out about 1 billion barrels of oil in the area, and they say it's commercially feasible to begin pumping immediately. They expect to bring it to the marketplace in a fairly short time. Reserves off West Africa are now equivalent to about those off the coast of Brazil at about 4 billion total barrels. Protesters in the capital of Burkina Faso, in the city of Ouagadougou, have set fire to the parliament and the city hall and other government buildings. They're protesting plans by the president, Blaise Compaoré, to extend his 27-year rule. Burkina Faso was formerly known as the Upper Volta. It's a landlocked country bordered by Mali, Niger, Benin, Togo, and Ghana, and the Ivory Coast. It was a French colony, and if there's going to be any involvement from Europe, it will be the French Foreign Legion that comes in there probably sometime very soon. An Iranian newspaper says that authorities have foiled a sabotage attempt involving tanks used for the transportation of heavy water, a key component in nuclear reactors. Thursday's report said that Iranian experts have thwarted the sabotage attempt that occurred in recent weeks. It also said that a foreign country was behind the attempt, but there was no elaboration. Tehran has long accused the West of working to sabotage its nuclear program. And Oxfam, the global hunger group, said that the super-rich club has become less exclusive, with the number of billionaires doubling since the financial crisis. There were 1,645 billionaires globally as of March 2014, up from 793 in March of 2000. Also, they said that the world's 85 richest people's collective wealth is equal to that of the poorest half of the world's population. So according to Oxfam, the top 85 richest people in the world collectively have more money than the bottom 50% of the world's population. That's quite a statistic if it's true. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.